whoopsie quickie show. Woke up late. Gonna get through a few things. We're gonna get into it. Welcome to the Associated Guests. I am always your host, Alfie Animus, here on the Bear in Mind channel. Let's get directly into this shit. We got some quick stories from Crowder, and then we'll get into that Akaash Singh wife nonsense.
No crazy girl, no.
No blonde.
The Latin pogo.
Yes, please.
Okay, just nuke them. A lot happened, by the way, over the weekend. And by a lot, I mean there's no primary news story outside of X being fake, but there are a lot of funny news stories. So it's time for this morning's news roundup.
Tomorrow.
All right.
Well, that took a turn.
So first off, Venezuela. But first, I want you to think in your head. You know the dancing Santa that they used to have on display at Spencer's and KB Toys?
Yeah, still do.
Okay, hold that in your mind. Because the leader of Venezuela, Maduro, he showed off his dance skills while pleading for peace with the United States. There it is.
No crazy girl, no.
It's a Latino hip to a Donald Trump dance.
Yeah,
I want
The
that track.
United States,
watch this.
listen to me. The people in the United States,
I
that
appreciate
listen
the
to
offer,
me. Yell of it.
2-year-old
Yes.
Waddle,
Peace.
and
Yes.
the engagement.
Respect. Yes. Student. Listen to me. War. War, no. Never war.
He looks like Venezuelan John Kerry.
He does.
And he thinks he's doing a children's show.
Respect.
Peace. Yes. War. No. No war.
Not war.
War. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing.
Just hits the moves.
He
But
even did
please give me respect.
a...
Respect. Respect, though I
Respect.
fear war. Give me respect.
Yes. And by the way, there's actually, this has been, I don't know if it was from him. I think he did this. He did a remix of one of his own speeches.
She boss.
There he goes.
No crazy girl, no.
We're gonna skip past that.
Who gets very emotional because he was confronted by Bacon.
I had to relive the whole.
And we covered this a little bit yesterday. I don't like this reaction, okay? Look, if people are having a prayer, I don't care who it is. I don't care if they're Muslim. I don't care if they're Jewish. I don't care if they're Christian. I don't care if they're any other religion, okay? If they're having a quiet prayer, not screaming Allah or anything like that, and not doing it in public, they're doing it on top of a parking structure in the corner where no one's parked. And some assholes see this. It's just not cool. You're a shit person. And this might be a little over the top, sure. Okay? But this is this person's religion. Have that same energy. I don't know of any foods that upset Christians, but have that same energy for someone else who ran up on someone and was pelting them with finger foods while they were praying. They weren't hurting anybody. I understand, again, like I said yesterday, the whole Dearborn thing. I don't like that they're playing the call to prayer several times a day. I understand that. But this is not that. Even if this isn't Dearborn, they're doing it quietly to themselves on top of a parking structure where no one can see or hear them, minus the 1 or 2 cars that are on the other side of the structure for them.
Back home.
Poor man. Pork.
It's bacon!
I had to relive the whole thing again. Hearing every voice, every insult, every atrocious claim that they had made against our religion. And after the prayer ended, we look up to see them taunting us in our faces with bacon, which is, as everyone will know,
Tasty.
a clear violation of
I like my little
Islamic
crispier,
dietary
but
restrictions.
it's delicious.
They're
Dietary
offering
restrictions.
it to us, saying that certain scholars have made it permissible now and
this
make
is
it.
the thing. Look, all you know, I got a lot of respect for Steven Crowder. when he comes with the fact-based show like Claim Truth and all that, he's very fact-based. But if this was the inverse and a bunch of Muslims were pelting him with any kind of food, really, let alone while people were just trying to have a little prayer circle, we know because it's happened, a bunch of pissed off, multicolored hair, white liberals have surrounded. Hell, one lady, I think, was arrested, I think in 2020, for praying outside of was it an abortion clinic or some such? I can't recall. It's been a few years, but I recall that. And I was just as pissed about that, as long as she actually was quietly praying like she said she was. There should be no reason to be, and also in public and not on like private property. 100%, that's her right.
Making a complete mockery of our jurisprudential approach in our religion.
By the way, I will just say this: your entire religion is blasphemous. Just be clear about that. Like, this is one thing people don't like to talk about. Islam, by its nature, is blasphemous. They say, well, yeah, actually, we read the Old Testament, we use the Old Testament and the New Testament, but Jesus is not who he was just a prophet. That is blasphemous against Christianity.
Yes.
Some people might even interpret it as the one unforgivable sin, because if this...
True, but to them, you're infidels. And yes, Christianity did come first, but who cares? Seriously, who cares? If they're not hurting anybody, look, I understand it's funny. They're pelting him with bacon, and the guy's crying because bacon. He's mostly crying because a bunch of assholes came and filmed them during a moment of prayer, and now he's being laughed at for crying on video, like that scene from Step Brothers. Like I said, I got a lot of respect for Crowder, but on this and the guys in the background, fuck off.
This guy had magic powers and he wasn't divine in the same way, he was just a prophet, and he would probably have some demonic influence. There are scholars who have studied this. The whole point is the basis of Islam is blasphemous against Christianity. You know what? We don't really care. We just don't want you here. We just don't want you bringing your crap over and tainting our crap. This guy is sobbing. I'm sorry. I don't care if somebody drew a picture of your pedophile prophet.
And his friend reaches over and touches his
And this person may have a problem with that, but this is not the guy from Charlie Hebdo, okay? This is not someone who bombed an animation. I think it was it an animation studio Charlie Hebdo was? This is not that. We don't know if this guy agrees with that or not. He just shares the same religion, okay? Just the same as, I mean, I know it wasn't a Muslim that bombed, or it wasn't a Muslim place that Christian bombed in the 80s. But the abortion clinic, I know it's in the 80s, but it's the only time I can think of Christians blowing things up for Christianity. Not the only time I can think of Christians blowing things up, but the only time I can think of someone blowing it up for Christianity. This is just mean. And while I agree that, yes, people should be able to assimilate somewhat to the American values and should not bring Sharia law to America, anyone who knows what that is will understand why. It doesn't look great for gays or women or anyone else who's not, Muslim, or anyone who tries to leave Islam, but this is just mean, okay? I will not be cruel to people for the sake of cruelty. I will not be bad to them because of things that someone else from the same group, religion, race, gender, whatever, I won't. And I will find myself slipping on this from time to time, and it's up to my audience to let me know that, hey, you said this at this time, what's up? And if my opinions have changed, I'll let you know. But in the meantime, I count on my audience to keep me honest, and the same way that some of my friends in real life rely on me to keep them honest.
His arm as if to comfort him. Don't worry about the bacon. We'll burn some Christians in cages later.
Make you feel all better.
Make you feel better.
But if we do that, can we go to get halal after? Only if you burn your Christians in cages, you can get halal after.
You always know how to cheer me up. It's a Christmas miracle.
Could I? For them now, of course, because Islam gonna Islam, they're taking out their anger on beloved American institutions.
Hi, welcome to Wendy's. May I help you?
Welcome to Wendy's.
Hello again.
Okay, what's up?
The smell of fresh cooked bacon. It just moves you.
May I get you all a Baconator?
Yes.
How the hell did you think that was going to end?
I was wondering.
Oh, today is definitely the day of the slow walk. Hopefully
really
you
is.
appreciate it. It's just we're going to let this play out a
like I
little
said,
bit. The
look,
good.
Okay, that last bit was funny. It doesn't make up for. I mean, how long did we skip through for all that just mean-natured stuff? Like I know he's more or less a bully, but he's funny and he comes with the facts most of the time in his fact-based ones. But yeah, I saw the news roundup thing and I thought this would be a quick way to burn through a few things. Fuck's sake, man! Are we still talking about this?
Oh my gosh. I thought, by the way, it was like, actually eating pork products, not the mere sight of them.
Okay, Gerald's a fuck.
And pork. Yeah. Unbelievable.
Oh, is this the Alex Stein bit?
Saying whatever.
Alex Stein can dance.
Did he bring a band with him?
No, just a few bottles of Windex. How much fire water do you think was consumed before he did this?
Looks fairly modern.
The 3-hour dance.
It did turn modern there for a second.
A little bit. That's modern.
You can see the barcodes on his uniform.
Yeah. You guys never slid.
Well, don't you know, the airwalk taught many how to Dougie. You do the Dougie. Yeah.
Alex Stein's another one I enjoy.
Oh, that's enough of your twerking, Lone Bear.
Ever
seen the Carlton?
Asshole.
Don't you go with your Carlton Macarena horse shit again. Iroquois, Algonquin, whatever. It's just a silly. They're honoring Native American Heritage Month. I mean, I kind of thought we honored them when we conquered them.
And we didn't kill all of them.
Yeah. That's honoring them.
Is that it? Come on, don't dare anyone.
I said that's not
Okay.
In an air-conditioned meeting doing a dance.
Hold on. Is a Native American
Doing a dance in an air-conditioned meeting room that would never exist if his people. Have you been to Native American? I mean, have you been to Native American grounds anywhere? Just leave the casino. It looks like every episode of Cops. Okay.
The dance doesn't work on carpet.
These are the rubber-soled shoes. I said I need the.
Okay.
Which is like he's not very.
This whole thing just seems to be like a mean-spirited thing. So we're gonna get into something else that's mean-spirited, talking about people in their marriage. I'm sorry, like I said, I woke up late. But this whole thing with Akaash Singh, for those of you that don't know, Akaash, and the only reason people are talking about this is because Akaash himself is always critiquing other people's relationships when his wife never publicly kisses him. On her podcast, always talks about how much she used to bang guys, and she went to a frat house where she had a whole lineup. And she talks about this publicly. And she publicly shames her husband and all this other stuff. And he married into this. And so we're going to go into a little bit of this and enjoy them making fun of him because he tries to act like he's a big bad alpha who's got a baddie and a great marriage when he's very clearly a cuck. And look, I won't judge you if you're a cuck if you don't judge other people for having their own relationships the way that they do. But if you have something that's highly judgeable and you often judge people, I'm going to give you a little bit of judgment. Let's go.
Wanted us to talk about, which is the brown table talk.
The brown table talk.
More clips have come out. They look really weird. In fact, she's even responded to some of them, explaining why she might have been dodging some kisses. Because like people made a big meme. They made a compilation like the one I did, and they basically just kept clipping moments of her just running away from his kisses, and she wants to explain why.
Create a narrative out of nothing And then I'll also respond to the people saying I don't like my husband because I turned away from a kiss. I've never liked PDA, physical touch. I find it really overstimulating.
Look, they might make this point.
And so it's something I actually work through with my husband because that's his love language. And I feel like for him, he tries to do physical touch to regulate his emotions, and I find it really dysregulating. So it's something we kind of work through in high stress situations because I get overstimulated when a lot of things are happening, and like my mother-in-law is there, my mom is there, and Akaash will tend to kiss me when there's a lot of people around, and sometimes I'm overstimulated, so I'm just like, oh, so yeah, if you want to know like my whole fucking psychosis or whatever, then I can give it to you. But it's just annoying that you guys create a fucking narrative out of something that's sweet for no reason whatsoever.
It's not
because you're miserable in your own lives.
I can understand that could be a thing. But I can understand that people, like, human beings are full of contradictions.
That at the wedding mark, I didn't have any expectation for that feeling to increase, but that feeling has increased where I feel even more love from him than I ever thought that I could.
See, she's able to do it. All right, so everybody
that was very misaligned. That was.
I tried finding one.
That is a loveless.
I'm just trying to help Akaash a little.
You're not trying to help nobody. Let's be real.
And look, the whole overstimulation thing.
I get it.
Because Akaash tries to kiss me when we're in public. There's a lot of those clips where they're in private and it's just the two of them.
If you don't like PDA and there's a camera, even if it's nobody, there's a camera.
And then he keeps trying every time?
Yeah, it's public.
So wait, you don't like it, this is a thing, but he keeps trying to kiss her all the time?
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't like it, but he keeps doing it?
Yeah, because it's one person's love language that don't match the other person's love language. I've seen that.
Sure.
I've seen that.
Sure,
so,
but you guys been together for 10 years. I think at some point you have to adjust, no?
That's not how life works necessarily. Like, people don't necessarily be like, oh yeah, after 10 years, okay, I'm just gonna accept that love. People still struggle with different stuff.
What?
But yeah.
No, hold up. So wait, your partner says, I don't like it when you touch me this way, and at 10 years in, you're gonna keep touching them the way they don't like?
So I'm not gonna do it, but some people do. Yes, not everybody is all there in the way of doing. You know what I mean?
I think that when I'm watching someone propose in that moment right there, and like you're reeling away as quick as possible and ready to show that don't look like overstimulation.
How big is this?
Big enough for you to shut up every time I tell you.
Thank you so much.
Like every time.
I can't watch!
I mean, her voice is bad enough.
Look at this ring.
No, but there's no. That's unfair.
She was dodging that shit like Neo in the Matrix.
That's unfair. That's unfair. That's unfair.
Hey, bro, if you dodge,
you cannot dictate how overstimulation looks like.
I disagree. I think someone going on streams, being so comfortable talking about every sex thing in the world, yapping their way without any hesitation, and the moment their husband comes to even touch them a little bit, they're reeling away like this. That's not overstimulation. No, there's a part of that which plays into a lot of the other stuff you said, which is like he's not very attractive.
But
I think about I don't think about my husband.
Sometimes I get so painfully nostalgic for college. So I was popping my and living my best life in these white boy frat houses.
I'm actively trying to have an because, and you haven't seen Nav yet, but wait till you fucking see him. And it's kind of weird because I'm talking about your husband. I just know that Nav's dick is like at least 10 inches. Okay, I have two butt stories. So one time I met this guy on Tinder and I made the dump. I like woke up in the morning and like my asshole was a little sore. Oh my God. And I remember that he what kind of do you watch when you use a vibrator?
Okay, not gonna lie, I don't watch. What? I just think of like my own husband while I'm like doing it.
Wait, that's kind of baller, but I could never do that.
Yeah. And so I was
You want to just say it's just the overstimulation or you want to buy into that narrative, but I don't buy it.
No,
that's just
I don't care if it's true or not. It's what you're saying publicly about your spouse. Okay? Unless you're like Rodney Dangerfield and it's your shtick to talk like over the top smack about your spouse, that people who have seen this person know it's not true, or seen you together know it's not true. Like, that's different, male or female. But you have to be in on the joke. And Akaash, when he sees some of this, you can tell he's not in on the joke.
That's the most generous, like,
He's a dog, yo. How many times a happy barking a big dog and kill him? All the time. That's me. That's me.
Is kissing dogs PDA?
I'm
just asking. She kissed that dog with more enthusiasm.
Yeah.
She kissed that dog. She kissed that dog with more enthusiasm than she ever has that soft male. Her husband probably looks at that dog with envy.
Jeez, I wish I knew what your lips feel like.
I can't.
Kill him all the time.
Oh, hell no.
I mean, if you look at a dog, it's not on the lips.
The dog
is overstimulated. The dog is done.
When you get a bunch of hate comments, like for example, that video has 600.
Hey, you still here from the last time I spoke to you about Surfshark VPN changer? Well,
we're not
here's
watching the
and voila. All the wonderful content that
The year for me is
Oh, I know this. Go.
tax day.
No.
It's Akaash's birthday.
And I feel it because she's being nice to me all day. And by like 10 p.m., I can feel her getting just like, I'm so ready for this to be over.
Why?
It's like I turned back into a pumpkin at 12:01, May 5th, and she's so relieved that she gets to be mean again.
Okay, May the 4th is Akaash's birthday, and every year I dread it because I have to be nice the whole day, and I have to get him something, and I have to also be nice and do like acts of kindness.
She said that twice.
Well, it's really hard.
Is this also a result of her?
Look, some people will give her that. I'm pretty sure these two have been together since before he was big. Okay? But I don't care about all that. You don't get to be a horrible person now just because you came up with me on the whole thing. Like, this seems like a horrible relationship. And again, I'm only stating it because Akaash is notorious for always commenting on other people's relationships. People who have relationships that seem a lot healthier than this one. This is just awful. This is a terrible person. Akaash, good luck, brother.
Her being overstimulated,
Yes,
like
yes.
her feeling
Yeah,
the need to be mean all the time,
Yes.
and just want to just check.
Yes.
Yeah.
For her, it's really hard.
For me.
She needs to just,
Listen, I'm just used to being treated like a princess all day, every day. So that one day that I don't.
Oh, what torture.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, she seems like the
I'm
worst.
sorry, just PTSD.
Listen,
PTSD for me.
She's not even that good looking. Okay, if you're like a 6 or a 7 even, and you act like an 11, but you acting like 11 is like you acting like a 2 or a 3 personality wise. I'm sorry, you can't add those two together. It does not equal a 10. Okay, like this shit's crazy.
For me, this is personal. Like the whole I'm used to being treated like a princess thing.
Yeah, I worked with someone once who would break down crying anytime that you corrected them or anytime you gave them direction because they were used to being treated like a princess. This was not an attractive person either. This person was less attractive than this. This person was very clearly like a 3 or a 4, and her personality made her as a dead 0. Like, she was not even a person. I don't care how your parents treat you. I don't care how people in your own personal life treat you. That's their fault, okay? You don't go to work like that. You do not go to work and expect people to treat you like a princess. That's how you get fired. When I was young, I was working with someone who was the worst. I remember her name, but I won't say it, even though it's been like 25 years. She was just like, I don't even like being told what to do. I was like, you have a job. That's what happens. You need money? You come here and you get told what to do for a bit. Sometimes the boss is a dick. We weren't being a dick. We were just saying, hey, can you clean that side of the counter? I'll clean this side of the counter, and we'll meet in the middle. Or start in the middle and work that way so you don't have to get, anywhere near me. He's like, I ain't doing shit. You can't tell me what the fuck to do. I'm just like, okay, well, we'll see how well that gets you. 15 years later, she was working at Long John Silver's, and she wasn't a manager.
It's a personal thing. Let me take a second. Let me collect myself.
I can say that because
This birthday, he didn't really give a fuck either because he gave me this ring and he was like, I've done enough.
Oh, God.
Yeah. What are you? Look at the ring. We went to Turks.
But did you get her flowers?
I hate when.
Sketch. That's my last thing that I got. I got nothing, no bullet. It's a sketch.
You know what's wild to me right now? Is that my husband, he said, I just ordered your Christmas gift. I was like, oh, what did you get me? He's like,
look at her face. Like, this is the face that makeup was made to hide. Look at that nose. Look at these eyebrows, them ears, and them teeth. Look at those teeth. Okay? This is not a person you should let treat you like shit. You're not that fine. Okay? Every woman has lady bits. Okay? Just the same as if Akaash was doing this, I could pick him apart too. And if someone wants to send me a video of a guy being a douchebag and you want me to pick him apart for being awful to a decent type woman, or just because they're being awful and the other person's just sitting there like, yeah, no, I am the worst, yeah, or crying even, I will pick the dude apart. Send me the video. I'll do that for you.
like, I'm not going to tell you.
Like, share, and subscribe.
So I'm like, okay, trying to guess. And then
This looks like a caricature of what a somewhat attractive woman would look like. Like one of those ones where the artist draws all the exaggerated features of a face. This is that person. This is the caricature.
And he's like, what did you get for me? Excuse me?
The audacity.
The
audacity.
The entitlement, the audacity. I'm a little taken aback, and I just want to know if anyone, any females have ever experienced this.
Yes, they're all gonna say yes.
No,
The entitlement?
I only want to hear females. I only want to hear females.
She only wants to hear girl math.
Because it's like, I'm sorry, like, first of all, how many weekends were you gone this year, Akaash? How many weekends?
That's his job.
35. At least out of 52 weekends. And I do everything.
Okay.
Yeah. What was that scoffing?
My girl, you can't complain to someone that you're doing everything, which includes cleaning the apartment.
After yourself.
Complaining that that person is not there. You're picking up after yourself.
Yes.
You're not doing everything. You're picking up after yourself. He's not there. Dishes, yours. Clothes on the ground, fucking yours.
But you're missing the point. She's a princess. A princess shouldn't have to clean for herself. So the fact that she's even doing it is proof of her commitment to you. You wouldn't get it because you ain't never dated a.
This is what I'm saying. What the fuck is even happening? I gotta move this screen from X up here. It's some lady beating the shit out of. This person says, racist will get blocked. Metatron says, Cleopatra was Greek. Queen Amarinin, whatever that is, was black. Does the truth get me blocked? Based.
Princess. It's okay.
Thank God. Jesus.
Okay.
Thank God.
Okay, y'all don't
Well,
listen.
that, and this is something that they're not mentioning. They might in a second, but look, if someone's doing a job where they're on the road constantly when you meet, whether it's a truck driver, whether it's a comedian, the athlete, fucking whatever. Okay, one-man show, fucking dancer, musician, fuck, even actor, if you're an actor that goes to different locations. That's all the ones I know. Truck driver being the one that's more my type of people. You can't get mad that they have the same job. You can always go along, but you're probably so much of a princess, you don't want to go somewhere where it's all about him, with his name on the marquee and all that, not yours. That's probably why she doesn't go. She stays at home and has to pick up after herself.
mindset.
Thank God.
There's some dads out there that talk to their daughters like this and like make them think a man's supposed to do this kind
You're
of shit.
picking up after yourself, my girl. You're not doing.
And that's the thing. Mamas, stop making mamas boys. Dads, stop making daddies girls, okay? Make your kid do something for themselves. Otherwise, they'll turn into this girl.
Doing everything. If you want to pick up less, do less. What you want me to do?
Let's get into the mind of Akaash because he's done some interviews about this and some.
All right, and we'll get if I have time tomorrow, we'll get into more of that. But unfortunately, I've run out of time. Cranked out a half-hour show, talking about a few things. I apologize for the first ones being one was a recap of yesterday, just someone else's take on it, and it was rude. Look, no matter who you are or what you do, just because you're richer of what you deem as the correct religion, and I don't care if you're Muslim, if you're Christian, Jewish, it doesn't give you the right to be mean to other people just because they don't share this with you, they don't share that with you. And if you're in a marriage, it is not 50-50, okay? It's 100%, 100%. I don't always live up to that myself, but if you are a little down, they pick it up and they pick you up. And if they're a little down, you pick it up and you pick them up. That's how it's supposed to be. So just get out there, make good decisions, be as good a person as you can be, not as the world allows you to be. If we were all the person the world allowed us to be, it'd be like that scene from Rick and Morty where the muck covers the earth. And nobody wants to live there, okay? We do the best with what we have. Or we take what we're given and we do our best with it. But if you're happy in a relationship like this with Akaash and that's fine. But don't be delusional and don't try to critique other people's relationships when yours is absolutely fucked, okay? That being said, oh great, I get a whole swell of viewers right when I'm signing off. Hey guys, I'm about to sign off. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate you for coming by. Unfortunately, I must go. I have to go to my real job. But watch the last half of the show if you can. But it was the better part. The first half was mostly just me and being like, wow, that's mean. But I appreciate you for stopping by. It means the world to me. Drop a like. If you can, get on over to Rumble and give me a follow, just so I can get to the point where I can start streaming some things over there. I appreciate you all very much. Have a fantastic day, and we'll see you in the morning. And again, sorry I didn't stream last night. I fell asleep, and then I woke up and couldn't get back to sleep. But I will be on tonight, so look for me on Twitch and Kick, and then a little bit on YouTube as well. For a little bit of gaming. I don't know if I'm going to be doing Ark Raiders or if I'm going to be jumping into Final Fantasy